Alright, let me start recording this. Alright, look. I'm sitting up there checking out these videos because I haven't done a video on my own in like I don't even know how long. But I was watching this video about this dude. And when I heard this guy was like, "Are you fucking serious, dude? Oh, like for real? Are you really serious?" Because okay, I hate to bring this game up, but it's still a hot topic after a month later. And so the dude said, wait, hold up. The dude said, what state should a game be in before the companies release them? When he said that, I was like, dude, are you serious? Okay, then ask a car company. What state should a car be in before they release it? They're gonna make sure the car is a functional car before they put that bitch on the lot. Why they gonna put the bitch on the lot and it's like you gotta wait 6 months for them to give you brakes or the dashboard and speedometers and shit ain't there. You gotta wait another month for them to come to your house and install it. But you paid like thousands of dollars or however much the car costs. You buy the car, you expect that bitch to work soon as you put your ass in the seat. Why the fuck are you gonna ask that type of question? That shit shouldn't have never even came out his raggedy ass mouth. Why the hell are you going to accept? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. These gamers, I don't know who and where they came from, but these dudes seriously, and I mean dead seriously, they act like battered women. Cause you're gonna just constantly keep giving these games excuses. Like y'all keep sitting up there like, oh, this game is gonna get better. Like, oh, just wait so many months, he'll get his act right. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? My man, you're gonna seriously allow them to charge? That's why I got my money back. Like I said, that was nothing but a $66.14 rental. That's what that shit was to me. Because when I buy a game, I expect that bitch to work how it's supposed to work. I'm not gonna sit up there and I'm not gonna sit up there and just let them just sell me some bullshit and it doesn't work the way it. And this is not just for Cyberpunk. Like I said, but Cyberpunk is an easy target at this point. But that goes for any and everything though. Like, why are you going to seriously just allow these companies to just sell you shit and it doesn't work? And everybody keep making excuses for this shit. There's absolutely no excuse in 2020 why you have a game that was overhyped to the highest levels and it doesn't work right. Like I said, that shit doesn't make sense to me. But see, again, like I was saying in one of my other videos, well, I'll get to that later. I'll seriously get to that later. But it's still, to me, that shit just seems so crazy. Where you could just allow these companies to sell you shit, and then okay, how these games will promise you something, but when they fuck up and then they send an apology promising you they're going to do better, How am I supposed to believe that when you promised me a good game before you release the shit? You know what I mean? So I'm for, like I said, for the life of me, that's just seems ridiculous. Where you could sit up there and sell people shit, and then, like I said, this is another thing why these companies keep doing what they do, because it's like we could sell you something. It's just like, I'm a video game company. I could sell you subpar bullshit, and it's like, even if I knew I was selling you the shit that was fucked up, or I didn't know. But if you keep giving me a pass, like, oh, it's a good experience, but bullshit, it's going to give me the incentive, like, I could keep doing what I was doing and not face any backlash from it. You know what I'm saying? And then now you hear that certain beloved companies, beloved companies are getting, like, they're gonna face a penalty if they don't deliver what they were supposed to, like a 10% like fine or something like that. And rightfully so. I don't feel sorry for them. See, and that's another thing. It's like I said, not only these gamers be acting like battered women, but it's like, and you keep giving excuses, but it's like, oh, I do feel sorry for the company. Why the fuck you feel sorry? They fucked you over. They fucked you over. So they gotta come correct with the shit. They can't just sit up there and be like, we're just gonna give you bullshit, and then, like, come on, dude. I'm not giving nobody no excuses. I'm not giving nobody excuses. Hell no, man. And like I said, the dude literally sat up there and said, what state should a game be before they released it? If anybody says anything else besides, like, oh, they should actually finish the game, there's literally something wrong with you, dude. There is literally something wrong with you, my man. Because it's like, that's just the whole, just the whole thing is just, it's just ridiculous. It's just 100% ridiculous. I can't believe the shit I heard. I literally can't believe that shit. I was like, huh? Because you wouldn't accept that shit any other time in life. But for some reason, it's like, since they like this company so much, it's like it could just do whatever it wants to do. I'm like, nope, I don't give a fuck who it is. Because they knew that they were selling you bullshit. They knew exactly what they was doing, and you gonna give them a pass and be like, all is cool? Nah, man, that shit ain't flying right. That shit does not fly. I don't give a fuck who it is, man. I'm telling you, that shit ain't cool. Because I don't understand, like, yes, these companies are looking for the money. I totally get that. I see that these dudes, they're looking for a payday. But at the same time, though, if you just did the right thing from the start, you wouldn't have to go back to the drawing board, spend more money to get the shit fixed. Because it would have just been like, okay, our game is good, everybody's liking it, we could roll out, and that's just how it is. But for you to sit up there and act like we could just sell them anything, That's just beyond crazy. I literally, when I heard that from dude, I was like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Because that was it was just beyond crazy hearing that shit. Like, I don't know how old this dude is, because yes, age does have something to do with it. Like, I don't want to be like always pulling rank and shit, but that shit actually means something though, because nobody would have accepted a game to come out and what it's not what it was supposed to be. Like, it would just be ridiculous if it was like, we'll take like the Sonic games. Like, when I was a kid, Sonic, Mario, a lot of those games on Sega, those was like the games to play, like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? And it would just be like, I mean, okay, even still, even we'll even look at like DLC shit. It would have been a ridiculous thing if Mortal Kombat 2 had DLCs in it, and like we had to wait for people to like every month we had to wait for a character to show up. Like I think Shang Tsung wasn't in Mortal Kombat 2, but then 3 months later it's going to be they're going to put him in there. Like, that would have just been a weird thing. You know what I mean? Just on that aspect, it would have just been a weird thing. Like, huh? But I don't know. It's just like back in the day, whoever was in the game, they was just in it. The only way you could get secret like dudes is if you beat it on hard or something. You know what I mean? Like, they were already in the game. It was like they were already in the game, but you just had to like do something to like get them, like beat the game without getting hit or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we got down. Now all of a sudden you got all this weird shit going on in these games, like DLCs and microtransactions and shit. Like, I mean, even with the microtransactions, like, if it's just cosmetic, because I was looking at Street Fighter 5, and it was just, I had to wait like it was uploading some 25 gig type shit. I'm like, come on, man, that's another thing. You gotta wait for the games to upload. Maybe as I'm old, maybe I'm old and I'm just not feeling this shit. But it's just, you gotta wait for the, like, you already got the game. Cause I remember Street Fighter, like, I downloaded the game and it said it was ready to play, but then I looked at the notification, it was downloading something else. So it's like, so this really not finished. And then, like I said, I haven't played that bullshit in like how long? Like, at least damn near a year. And then I go back to it just to see something. And so I'm like, damn, I got, this is 25 gigs. I'm like, come on, dude. And then after that, then it was downloading something else. It's just, and then it keeps just asking you, do you want to do some bullshit? And you be like, yeah, man, I agree. You just so you could just get to the shit. I mean, you asking for too much in this shit. I'm like, I'm telling you, it is trash these days in these games. They just, like, maybe that's just the way it is, like the standard of, like, I don't know. Maybe somebody could explain to me why they have to ask you like these terms of service and you got to agree. Like, you bought the game and you wait for it to download, but then they're going to ask you, do you agree or disagree? Like, I'm not gonna seriously spend $60 and say I disagree and never play the shit. So just asking me that question is ridiculous. But again, that's just where these games are nowadays. It just seems so crazy. It just literally makes absolutely no sense. And for dude to sit up there and ask that question, that shit was crazy. That shit was real crazy. But like I said, maybe somebody could explain to me just why all the goofy shit with these games though. I just can't believe that dude. I mean, because if you're gonna put out a video game, that shit should be ready. It should be playable. It should have very little bugs as possible when you release that shit. That shit has to be battle tested before you put that bitch out on all systems. Don't fucking lie to people, because you lie to people, they're going to clap back at you. The internet exists. People are going to get at you, and then you're going to have a mob of people doing whatever. So it's just better to battle test your shit, make sure your shit works on all platforms or wherever you're going to put it at, and don't lie prior to putting it out. Tell people what the fuck is up. This is what we're doing. Yes, this is an issue, but we're fixing it. And then, like I said, sometimes it's the player base that's kind of funny style. Not kind of. It is, because you accepting too much goofy shit after you paid your $60. Like, again, after I beat Cyberpunk, I can't even remember when, but I beat it, and I'm like, I guess they're never giving me my money back though, so fuck it. But then, like a few days, like I think the 8th, they gave me my money back. I'm not going to replay it again. I'm not buying that shit again. I would say the only way there's a few ways I will buy it. If they implement third person, which they should have put in from the get go, and it was like discounted, like mad hard. Like, we talking about at least like maybe $30 to $20, because the shit they gave us was not worth 60 in the first place. So I'm like, nah, fam. I'm like, nope. That shit was not worth the $60 they're asking for. I mean, it was an early PlayStation 3 game at best. And you gonna sit up there and charge people $60 for that shit? No. Nah. I'm like, that shit was 100% trash. Oh, that shit was trash. So I'm like, nah. You get no pass. You get no pass with me, man. I'm about to get on some other people later, but you get no pass with me though. You honestly get none. I'm not fucking around with people. Cause I'm sitting there spending my hard-earned money for you to like screw me over. Nah, fam. Nah. So I'm like, so just to seriously ask that question, saying some stupid shit, what state a game should be in before they release it, it's like, motherfucker, it should be finished. 100% should be finished. Don't sit up there and give me no whack ass bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of here, dude. So, like I said, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna continue what I'm doing right now. But again, this is the problem with a lot of these YouTubers, though. I'm just saying. I'm not saying all, because there's some that are needed. But there's a good chunk of them that should find day jobs. Now I'm out. Money over stank holes.